Well, it's finally happening. The American people are now desperate. We are seeing them in desperate times because they are quitting their jobs in droves, getting out of corporate America and trying to do something which they call fulfilling in their so-called dream job. But again, this is a problem because what is happening is more and more Americans are actually regretting their decision to quit their jobs.
Today was day one of being an entrepreneur, and it went fantastically. I had ChatGPT deep research a ton of stuff, and
that's about it. ChatGPT. Guess what? More and more people are realizing that quitting their job that they know that they've had for several years and that they know is somewhat stable, they are now realizing that was a mistake. We saw the great resignation during the pandemic. That, for many people, was a huge mistake. For others, this is exactly what they needed. A refresh, a restart. But now they're realizing that because they are the new person in the company, they're on the chopping block. Just the other day, we started to see more and more reports from the UPS drivers that are receiving their letters to just resign, to just walk away from their position, and they will get $1,800 for every year that they've been employed with UPS. Well, guess what? Anybody that's been employed with UPS for less than 6 years is not going to receive the $1,800 to walk away and go find something else, because UPS has put a cap, or pretty much a minimum threshold, that you have to get a check of at least $10,000 or else you are not part of this UPS buyout program. Well, guess what? Many people are taking that on. They're taking that, or planning to take that buyout and get the $1,800 per year that they've been employed, especially if they've been there for 20 or 30 years. Those people are likely close to retirement. But again, this is where people are becoming desperate. They're trying to find the quickest way to happiness, and they're trying to become influencers and creating videos on TikTok and YouTube and doing all this social media stuff. Again, I've been doing this for more than a decade, okay? I've been on YouTube for more than a decade. I've been doing internet marketing and consulting and stuff like that for the better part of 16, 17, 18 years. And the interesting part about this is that in the initial stages, you're not successful. You're working hard, but you're not successful. So for all these people that are saying that they're going to quit their job and live the life, well, it's not exactly what you think.
Guess what, pal? I quit my job today. I quit my job today. I have no job, 0 jobs, no income right now at this moment. I always saw other people quitting their jobs. Now it's my turn. As my first order of freedom, I'm going to go to the nude beach. I'm going to flop about. I'm going to swim butt naked as a sign of freedom. I'm thinking that I'm going to go skydiving after that, with clothes on. And after that, I think I'll eat cookies until I feel sick.
What a great plan. There's no plan there to go and get a job. No plan to create an income. But this is what's happening now. Why is this turning into an issue? Well, it's because of what we've been seeing lately. Look at this. This is a story that came out today. It says some Gen Z workers are quitting jobs over Sunday scaries. Now, what are Sunday scaries? Well, Sunday scaries are pretty much when people are starting to get anxious and are concerned because of what's happening tomorrow on Monday. Monday, for most people, is the beginning of the work week. That's when most people are anxious. Their anxiety is through the roof. Listen to this, though. 15% of Americans experience anxiety every Sunday as a result of their work week about to begin. I want to read this to you. Look at this right here. It says, a recent report from Intelligent.com revealed that 1 in 6 businesses said they were hesitant to hire recent college graduates over concerns about how prepared they are for the work. as well as their communication skills and professionalism. Goes on to say, and a whopping 6 in 10 employers had already fired college graduates who were hired in 2024 in September of last year. Okay. Now, it says, the Sunday scaries are having damaging effects on the newest crop of employees. Says today the Sunday scaries generally refer to the anxiety and dread that can occur right before the work week begins, usually on Sunday evening. Yeah. Here's the problem though. When people are finding it difficult to be in a position or to do a specific job, the first thing that they consider is quitting that job, finding a new position, going to do something else entirely. It's not about fixing the people around you, talking to management and letting them know why you're having a tough time, going to HR and revealing why certain employees are making it more and more difficult. That's not what the younger generation is doing. They simply quit the job, try to go find something else, and in most cases, get stuck with a very similar job in a different company where you're going to experience the exact same thing. And so a lot of people feel that this is just normal. This is why desperation is starting. Millions of Americans are desperate to get out of their positions. Just get out. Whether it's because they're not able to work from home, because they don't have a great work-life balance, they're just desperate, so they will do just about anything. Well, these are kind of the stages. Look at this right here. Looks very happy. She looks extremely happy.
Oh my God.
And then reality kicks in. Yeah. You're concerned about what you just did. The decision that you just made. You quit your job, have no other source of income coming in. So what do? Listen to this though.
A lot of people quitting them jobs. A lot of people are quitting jobs because not so much they can't do the 9 to 5. They've already done the 9 to 5. They've proven they can do the corporate role. But their spirit is not aligned with that subscription, curriculum, status quo. Why is that?
Yeah. People are just quitting their jobs because they see they want something different. They want to be able to go to work at 10 o'clock in the morning and clock out at 2. They want to be able to take Mondays and Fridays off and just work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They never want to be bothered on a Saturday or Sunday, and they want to be able to work from home at least one of those days. Well, here's the problem. Those jobs, they're not coming back. We are seeing more and more jobs getting pushed into office buildings. Why? Because management wants to know that you're actually doing the job. You're not outsourcing it. You're not asking somebody else to, sit there and touch the mouse on your computer and make it look like you're there. Yeah, there's issues. But I want to leave you with this. Millions and millions of Americans have regretted their decision to leave their position over the past several years. And what we are now facing is they are realizing that the only way to fix the situation is to leave their new position again. Keep in mind that, and I've said this for several weeks now, and I've been really on this, that layoffs are coming. They're coming to the smaller companies. And I bring this to your attention because the people that are going to be laid off first are likely going to be the people that were just hired recently. And as a result, you could lose your job. So if you don't leave your job here pretty soon, you could actually lose it. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that's also one of the threats, is people are leaving their job before they get fired. So we'll see what happens in the very near future, but just understand Americans right now are desperate to either change their job, get something different, make more money, or live their dream. And for many, that's to become an influencer on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, somewhere. So the last piece of advice I have for you is to be patient and make calculated decisions. If you do that, you'll be successful.